Alright, she's gonna try and figure out that last one. And then this is the main quest, which I'm not ready for. Alright, we're gonna help Yuriko. There's 2 Yuriko quests. We're gonna help her out. But first I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in just a minute. Let's go help Yuriko, I'm assuming to get some more poisons. Because that's what she was trying to figure out.
Young master, would you like something to eat?
I'm fine, Yuriko. I just need the poison. You are trying to remember the ingredients.
They were flowers. You remember them, don't you? The ones I planted at your family cemetery.
I remember washing the graves. Father made me hold buckets of water from the lake.
He knew it would make you strong and teach you to respect your ancestors. Don't you remember the flowers, Jin?
Spider lilies.
That's right.
The proud do not endure.
With enough spider lilies, you can craft a poison that makes rats go mad. Tear each other to pieces. It's awful.
It's for a good cause. Just make it strong enough to work on men.
If you think it's necessary, I know exactly where to find what we need. This way.
This part of the forest. I was here when I was a child.
After your mother passed away.
I refused to believe she was gone. So I ran from home and came here.
Your mother loved to take long walks here.
I searched until sundown. I kept shouting for her. But she was gone. I was lost.
You were missing for 3 days. Nearly dead by the time your father found you.
I've never seen him so angry.
Angry at himself for failing to protect you.
One sec, Yuriko.
And he was never more worried than the sleepless nights he spent.
Oh. Alright, we'll come back to the haiku.
Not much farther to the cemetery. I wonder what your father would make of the ghost.
He would disapprove, like my uncle.
Don't be so sure. They argued often. Kazumasa thought your uncle too rigid, willfully blind to possibilities. Kazumasa had imagination.
Imagination? My father?
You're like him in more ways than you know.
See, the only real exposure we have to the father is Jin's memory of the father asking his son to save him while he was in the middle of being attacked, which doesn't reflect well on the father.
Who will fight?
Nice. Good job. Let me take those, thank you. Oh wow, there's more Mongols than I thought. Boom. Ow. Alright, I've got my bow. Are there more? Yes, there is. Definitely more. There we go. Hello, Yuriko.
Did you drive them off?
I did indeed. I almost have half the crickets.
Yes, it's safe to look for the spider lilies.
Why would we look for them here?
Isn't this where you used to plant them?
Oh, no, not here. It's been so long. They're in another cemetery. Your great aunt's branch of the family. It's not far.
Well, I guess Yuriko's memory is not quite what it used to be.
Yuriko, do you remember? I was 5 or 6. I had a nightmare about this forest. A fight.
It wasn't a nightmare. I told you it was to keep you calm.
That was real? I remember men shouting.
Our retinue was returning home late one night. We were ambushed by Ronin.
The Ronin must have been dangerous. My father's samurai were frightened.
Not of the Ronin. Of Kazumasa.
Of my father? Why?
He and his samurai drove the Ronin off. But Kazumasa pursued them on foot. You could hear their screams. He returned to us just before dawn, covered in blood. Some of his own men mistook him for a demon of the forest.
Maybe Jin is a little bit like his father.
Do you recognize this lake?
We used to meditate here.
How you'd fidget.
You told me to pretend I was a rock, and all I wanted was to swim.
The view's much better from the shore. Join me, young master. These old bones need a rest. This time you'll have to keep me from fidgeting.
Demon of the forest. I shall commit it to memory.
Some of my favorite memories happened at this lake.
Stopping a child's fidgeting?
Your mother and I would come here when she was pregnant with you.
We should keep moving.
A grown man, and you still can barely sit still.
We can meditate again. After the war.
Yes, young master.
I wonder when Yuriko would switch from using young master to master. Like, just one day she just stops calling him young master and starts calling him master, and then he's like, what, I'm not young anymore?
The cemetery isn't far.
Feels much closer when you're not carrying water.
How could they?
They may break stone, but they cannot erase the memory of these warriors.
Please gather the spider lilies. I can't bear to look.
Okay.
My aunt Matsu would weep at the condition of this place. Most of these warriors fell in the rebellion at Yuriko. They deserve better than this.
We have half the crickets now. Alright, let's go speak with Yuriko. She can make a new poison, and then somebody can pop up for me to test them on.
This is all I could find.
Jin's still a young
Enough to
buck
make the
for
poison,
now.
But I don't want our time to end.
The Shimura cemetery isn't far.
With a view of the waterfall. Let's go, my lord.
Go on a tour of the cemeteries. That's where we'll test out the poison, I'm sure. Yuriko seems like a nice lady.
Kazumasa. I do enjoy our rides together.
Did you say Kazumasa?
Did I? You ride with your father's grace.
Did you often go riding with my father?
Lord Sakai taught me to ride a horse.
Careful, Mongols ahead.
Wait, I can mix the new poison.
Oh, what a wonderful opportunity for us to test out our new poisons.
Oh, it's terrible. Causes madness. They'll turn on each other like wild beasts.
Good. Make it. Quickly.
I don't think Yuriko wants to watch this happen, though. Ugh. I got hallucination dart.
I'll stay here.
Alright. Stagger enemies with a heavy attack. That didn't work. I want to test out my new poison darts. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe I can get like a big guy. Ah, you. I want to get you.
But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code and to ourselves.
The poison's just for now. After the Mongols are gone, I won't need it.
I gotta stagger enemies, I forgot. That guy is doing work for me. Alright. There you go. Most of these guys are dying before I have the chance to stagger them. Only one more. Are you no longer poisoned? Feeling a little bit better. Ow. Perfect, that was the last guy too. But if this area is liberated, that should open up some of the map, right? Yeah. So the haiku to do, and an undiscovered location there, and one over there. Alright. Let's go have a chat with old Yuriko, who is quickly becoming one of my new favorite characters.
I thought we rid ourselves of those bandits.
Not bandits, Mongols.
Oh, I couldn't see them from here. After all this, I'm worried about the Shimura cemetery, my lord. Would you check on it with me?
Of course, Yuriko. Let's have a look. tired, Yuriko?
No, Lord Saka. This is the best day I've had since our afternoon at Lake Oni.
I don't remember that. You are sure that was me?
It was so long ago. You must have forgotten. The war hasn't touched this place.
Poor Yuriko. And I didn't mean to bow. My controller has a mind of its own sometimes.
Do you remember, young master? We pay our respects to the Shimura warriors buried here, then spend the afternoon writing poems.
I remember, Yuriko.
Let's write one now.
Oh great, more haiku. You don't think she's feeling well? Reflect on impermanence. Unmoving mountain. Soaring ambition. Unbreakable walls. I think for impermanence, soaring ambition. Stone abides rushing water. Endlessly flowing water. But the works of men are frail. Go with that one. We're talking about impermanence here. Life flows into death, life blossoms and fades. Lords and clans vanish. We'll go with life blossoms and fades.
Soaring ambition. The works of men are frail. Life blossoms and fades.
Well said, my lord. The proud do not endure. The greatest of us fall in the end.
We should return to Omi.
I'll stay a while.
I know better than to argue.
Good. You learned something today. Kazumasa used to say Lord Shimura was too concerned with that castle.
The strongest point on the island.
He equated strength with the huge, the immovable, like a mountain.
Yet a point. Doubt and indecision have destroyed armies. In the midst of battle, true leaders must stay rooted, stand firm.
But look at that waterfall. All that immovable rock yields to water. The strength we need is all around us. I have one more place I would like to visit. When you're ready.
Yuriko's keepsake. I like Yuriko a lot.
Lord Sakai,
I shall return to you in a moment. I think I hear crickets. I do. Okay, Yuriko, I am coming back. Just let me parkour over these graves.